welcome to Kansas Speedway. Qualifying underway for the Fort Worth Screen Printing Xfinity Series presented by Mr. Ghostman. See Hayden Lowell in the 67 Napa Mustang heading out on track. Hayden was the fastest in practice, so we'll keep a close eye on his qualifying. Over 30 cars here tonight. Very healthy, sizable turnout. Go ahead and say hello to my broadcasting partner, Mr. Maverick Torquia in the booth. Maverick, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good, Swiss. How about you?
Doing great, thank you very much. I say that, but I'm lying. But you know, I'm going to pretend to fake it till I make it. You know what I mean?
Fake it till you make it.
11 kidney stones. There's nothing great about that.
Yeah, no, that's not very much fun at all.
Travis Martin out on track, starting his first of 2 timed laps. Drivers get 2 shots at their best 1 timed lap to set the starting lineup for the race tonight. Obviously, Hayden was fastest in practice. Who do you think is going to be a threat for the pole?
I'm probably gonna go with Wesley Parker, my pick for win of the race, and I think he's just a really fast driver. There is a chance that he's a faster driver in the long run, which I believe he is, but I think he's still got the short run speed to at least challenge for the pole. And what do you think, Swiss?
I would have said Hayden Lowell. First lap, though, he's way down in 11th.
That's fair. He did have that crazy long run, or short run speed in practice. We also saw Trent Sneed having some really good longevity, but that didn't come to play in qualifying. And yeah, Lucas is way up there now. He was a bit down in practice.
Goes Hayden to the line. Puts down a 31.039. Gets beat by Quentin Warman. Warman, the 31.008. 84 Goodwrench Chevy to the top of the speed charts.
Bit of a dark horse driver
Parker
there.
on the back stretch for his lap. Warman's got a victory in Truck Series this season. He's been fast pretty much everywhere. As long as his team doesn't annoy people and cause them to get wrecked, they'll be all right.
Oh boy.
Parker to the line. 30.984. To the top of the charts he goes.
That's a damn quick lap. That's about the fastest we saw in practice.
So your Parker pick looking pretty good.
Might have got lucky there.
Perhaps so. Dustin Franklin on the backstretch on his second lap. First lap's at 31.19. Need to pick up about 0.2 to be a threat for pole.
Very tight field up at the top 10. Coming to the line.
Franklin only picks up about 0.08.
Would you look at that? Lucas Hoyt's making a pretty big jump up from where he was sitting in practice.
Of course. You wouldn't expect Lucas to stay down, would you?
No, but it is still a huge jump.
Swice good on his second lap. First lap puts him 16th. See if he's able to pick up on lap number 2. 31.14. That'll bump him up. Goes to 5th spot. Nice lap there from Swice. Ethan Evers 26. First lap, say 31.50. There is a lot in the update there, thank you. Evers jumps up to 8th quick, so that's a nice nearly 20 spot jump there for the 2016.
That's a pretty big jump.
Don't see anyone else attempting to qualify here, so 27 cars have put a lap down in qualifying. Leaves, 35? So it leaves 8 cars that did not put a lap time down.
I don't know, you're the math guy here.
Yeah, but I just told you, so deal with it.
Okay.
So Wes Parker is going to be the pole sitter. Let's go ahead and bring him in here. Let me guess, he's not around again. God, he was here for the sprint car race after we complained about him not being here, and there he is. Way down at the bottom. We'll get him up here. Just going to take forever. Wes, DG, got a copy?
Hello again.
Hello again. Well, we're 2 for 2 in the polls tonight. How are we feeling about that?
Good. We're back on the oval. Really didn't have much time last week to do the road course, so hopefully we can come out with the win.
10-4. Well, So, long race here. What do you think about your prospects of maybe winning this thing? 139 laps.
I say it should be a good chance, but I'm gonna watch the people probably race each other really hard and just save the tires. So gotta
Dan
save that
Ford.
right rear.
Dan Ford, do you think that's going to be the challenge tonight? It's holding on to the tires and keep the right rear underneath you. So I believe you. Are you going to be running top, running bottom, a little bit in the middle? Where are you going to be?
A little bit of everywhere.
Dan Ford. All right, sir. Good luck to you.
Bye.
Bye. It's going to take me like 12 minutes to get you to your spot, but just hang in
Jeez,
there.
here I can click it. Gee.
I already got him down there.
God.
Count. All right, let's roll through our starting lineup presented by Labor 12 and our friends in the band Labor 12. Randy Lee, of course, the drummer of that band in this race tonight, so that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and get the music going. And here we go. Starting lineup. Wes Parker in the 2210 Tenths Toyota starting on pole. Alongside on the front row, Quentin Warman in the Good Wrench 84 machine. Hayden Knoll, the Napa Ford, starts in the third position, starting next to Trent Sneed in the Tryon Technologies Chevrolet. Zach Swicegood in the Labor 12 Chevy starts in fifth. Mike Edwards, KVRP.com Toyota, starts in the sixth spot. Lucas Hoisman, Labor 12 Toyota this week. Shocking to see there. He starts in the seventh spot. Ethan Evers, KVRP Toyota, starts in the eighth position. Thomas Lloyd, Bass Pro Shop Chevy, starts in the ninth. And you have Dustin Franklin in the Station Chevy. He'll start in 10th. Jeff Price, Back Channel Productions Camaro, starts 11th. Travis Martin in the Ghostman Ford starts in 12th. Colton Zimmer in the Good Wrench Chevy, 13th. Richard Sprague in the 05 Good Wrench Chevy starts 14th. Mike Chris, the Labor 12 Ford Mustang, starts 15th. Dan Robinson Jr. in the Red Bull Toyota starts in 16th. Cody Cleaver's Valvoline Mustang starts 17th. Quinn Newton in the Mountain Dew Pitch Black Chevy starts in 18th. JR Deal, the Ghost Crew 10 Tenths Racing Toyota, starts in the 19th spot. Jake Lawrence in the 10 Tenths Green Ranger scheme starts in 20th. Cliff Mullins, the Midnight Performance Chevy, starts 21st. Randy Lee, the Labor 12 Chevy, starts in 22nd. Ian Montrose, the John Deere Mustang, starts 23rd. Andrew Beach, the Side Pipe Chevy Camaro, starts 24th. Matt Benke in the Creative Promotions and Apparel LLC Chevy Camaro starts in 25th. Jeremy Scherer, the Ally Ford, starts 26th. Sam Kohlhaas in the Haviland Chevy starts in 27th. Dalton Hayes, Forever Lawn Jeffrey Earnhardt Paint Scheme, starts in 29th. Harry Grindell starts 30th in the Team Kazi Toyota. Nick Hammer in the National Fallen Firefighter Foundation Chevy starts 31st. Jeremy Klepper Newell 32nd. Dave Hoisman 33rd. Daniel Llewellyn 34th. Mark Dingman 35th. And Scott Elston 36th. What a big field.
That's a really big field we got tonight.
Pace cars off. We got through that just in time. Green flags out in the air. Wes Parker. Quentin Warman going to lead the field down to turn number 1. Already fanning out 3 and 4 wide towards the start-finish line. Parker with the push from Hayden Lowell down into turns 1 and 2. Parker going to come up the track in front of Warman. And the 67 of Hayden Lowell is going to keep him pinned to the top. Warman nowhere to go. He's going to have to push Parker. We are off and running here. We're going to make it a whole lap. That's pretty exciting. Wes Parker, Quentin Warman, Hayden Lowell, Trenton Steed, Lucas Hoitzman, your top 5. Warman now running the low line, Hayden up top. So those roles are reversed in second and third. We got contact in the back. That is one of the Good Wrench Earnhardt cars, the 05. I believe that is Sprague. It's hard to keep them all straight.
Well, we did make it 1 lap.
Yep, Richard Sprague Jr. goes around in the 5.
Looks like that car should be fixable, though. There's not too much crazy damage on it.
Back to see what happens. He's running inside Jeff Price in the 19. They kind of meet in the middle there. Gonna have to get a better view of how that unfolded before we can assess our judgmental awesomeness. Yeah, it looks like Price is coming down the hill and the 05 is drifting up. They kind of meet in the middle a bit. Price is trying to drive it down the hill, and the 05 is coming up ever so slightly. They meet in the middle. 5 goes around. Let's see how bad Price's contact was. He got in the wall pretty significantly.
Pretty hard hit there.
He didn't slow him down much. He's still up in 10th. His rear looks a little damaged, the right rear, but it's not too bad.
little bendy in there.
Oh, he did get the right front, but it didn't damage it too bad.
Yeah, it's iRacing. You can't really predict what's going to get damaged. 26 did a good job not plowing into the back of him at least.
So go on board the 26 and watch as he goes through that. Right on board. Roof cam. I love a roof cam. There's the contact. Around they go. Ethan Evers, he barely even lifted. A brief burp of the throttle.
Looked a little tighter than it was, I guess.
So a
Looks
quick
like...
yellow here. Scavmeister, thank you for the shout out and the follow. Appreciate that. Trenton with his usual suspects in chat shouting out, "Go Trenton."
Looks like the 05 might be staying out on the track. He might not be even pitting.
Jeff Price disappeared from the field.
I wonder what's new.
Currently shown 35th and not on track.
Poor guy. That's always rough. Especially when you can't do anything about it.
Don't know if it was his PC or if he just didn't want to deal with the the people in this race. You never know. So Wes Parker leads, Quentin Warman second, Hayden Lowell is third, Trenton Sneed in the fourth, Lucas Hoytsma fifth, Thomas Lloyd, Zach Swicegood, Mike Edwards, Colton Zimmer, Ethan Evers, the top 10. We got to figure out our halfway, so it's what, lap 69? End of lap 69?
Like that, so let's go with that.
Pretty sure 140 would be 70, so yeah, it's going to be the end of lap 69. Be our stage. Halfway points rolling stage tonight. Go ahead and put in said information. Boom. 65 to be at the stage.
Trying to get iRacing started so I can spot on time instead of, or commentate on time instead of 30 seconds behind. But you know, iRacing, iRacing.
Good luck.
Yeah, I'm not buying a track right now at all. Not at all.
Surprising you didn't have Kansas.
I always just skimmed it. So I've never been a big fan of this track personally.
Ford Mustang pace car heads down pit road. We're getting set for the restart. Wes Parker, Quentin Warman, top two once again. Parker gets a good launch, bringing Hayden with him. Hayden looks like he's going to clear Warman. Warman's going to fall to third. Hoytsman, Trenton Sneed battle for fourth. Not much of a battle as Hoytsman has clearly gotten by him. Now the 8/13 of Thomas Lloyd battles with the 81 of Trenton Sneed. Up front, Hayden's up to the top. Warman's trying to get that second spot back. Mostly single file through the top 10, except for this front battle. Top three cars going for the lead. Hayden Lowell gets to the outside of Wes Parker there. I don't know how it is now, but when I raced, all that top line was very OP here. As the caution comes back out.
Oh boy, another one.
Trying to see what may have brought this one out. Looks like maybe Quinn Newton's had an issue. Quinn Newton, Clapper Newell, the 05, 68 of Lawrence. Travis the Ghost Man gets in there late. Looks like Mike Chris gets out of shape. Let's go from the far chase on the 5. Watch the 88 in front of him, the black and pink machine. And that's why he gets out of shape. Quinn Newton gets into the back of Mike Chris. Then when Newton tries to check up, everyone behind him plows into him.
Quite a few fast cars tangled up in that wreck.
It's quite a large accident. Shout out the 15 car. Jeremy Scherer. Always give him shout outs. Yeah. Let's watch that one more time. Yeah, Mike Chris checked up in front of Newton, and Newton, I guess, didn't expect that spot to be his lifting point. Gets into the back of his teammate. Be an interesting team meeting over there at EXT.
That 5 car is going to be beat up pretty bad. That's going to be probably a fast repair.
10% effort. Let's go find Quinn. He's probably coming to pit road here, so wait a little bit. But I'm going to be ready to bring him up here.
Oh, 2 cautions, 10 laps, so we're on pace for what? 26 cautions?
Oh gosh, let's not do that math. Let's not do that math. Alright, so it looks like the top 17 stay out. 18th on back. On pit road. Harry Grindell fuel only. So 70 comes back out on track. Andrew Beach, same strat. Cliff Mullins fuel only. Benke, possible he took 2 tires with a 9-second stop, but that would be a surprising maneuver on lap 9. Nick Hammer, a 12-second stop. I think maybe he was getting some damage checked.
I can see the race.
Llewellyn fuel, Dingman fuel. Looks like Robinson got fuel. Weitzman. A lot of cars came down, topped off the tank, maybe also checking damage. Quinn Newton did take his fast repair. We'll see how many cars had to do that.
It's a long race. You don't want to have to take that too early.
You do not want to take it early, ever. Let's take a look at fast repairs used now that the field has been on and off pit road. We'll have to hit the split button to get to the second group. Nobody in the top 20s had to use it. Dave Hoytsma used one, Newton and Jake Lawrence all had to burn fast repairs there.
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate for Jake. He's pretty quick.
Yeah, and he's had a rough go of things anyway, so it's kind of rooting for him, you know. One of those people where life's kind of been unfair lately.
Well, driver's chat's pretty interesting right now.
That is why I don't have it on.
A barked at.
And that is why I don't have it on. I'm sure I know which car it's from.
I forgot. I was just in so much shock I didn't even note it down.
And we need to check damage because you got 4 extra bumping someone for netcode no damage. Well, it's a good thing you got no damage here, 27.
Exactly.
Car looks A-okay, all the Red Bull on it.
I think this race will become a lot more caution-free once you get going and the tires wear in a little bit and people get used to how the cars drive.
More so once you knock out some people that don't take it very seriously.
So that always helps.
Mm-hmm.
Get the start and park guys out of the way. And
The guys that give certain team members of theirs a bad name. One of them's already retired. Waiting for the other bad apple to retire from that team, and then we'll be
voluntarily retired. I'm sure.
good to go. They say they're not a team anymore, but then they all show up in the same paint. Things that make you go,
Oh,
Field works their way down the backstretch, lights out on the pace car. We're getting set for the restart.
Boogity, let's go racing.
Hopefully we get this rash of yellows out of the way.
Yes.
Get some actual racing going here.
It was a little bit more exciting than the 75-mile-an-hour laps around the track.
A little.
A little bit. Just a little. I mean, it is Kansas after all.
Show you the manufacturers as we get the pace car off track and field heads to turn number 1. Parker mats the gas. Someone in the back. That's Dave Hoytsma ducking out of line. He did not get the timing just right back there. Fortunately, it looked like he was able to swerve and avoid everything. Parker gets to the lead. 67 of Lowell is fighting Warman for second, and this seems like a replay of what we've already seen. Warman going to go to the inside, try to get position on Wes Parker, the race leader. Parker up high. Heard Parker say it's important to save the right rear at this track. A little surprising to see him up high through 3 and 4 there.
Tell you that 22 car is really damn fast, almost everywhere. I would not surprise me to see him maintain top 5, top 10 this whole race, and probably or potentially take the win.
09 Colton Zimmer with a connection issue there. Hayden Lowell now side by side once again with Quentin Warman, but Lucas Hoitzma has joined this battle.
Never expect him to hang around too long at the back.
Very surprising to see Hoitzma's teams switch to Toyota this week.
Oh, yeah, they just wanted something a little more reliable. Oh, got some contact in the back, one in the wall.
We stay
And
green.
kept it straight. They kept it straight. Dave Hoitzma was up in the wall briefly, very lightly, but it looked like it was going to turn into something.
We stay green. Continuing to watch this battle up front as Warman just not giving up the fight, stays to the inside of Hayden Lowell. Lowell not giving an inch on the high side. This is why Kansas is so much fun. You can run side by side.
Looks like Dave Hoitzman's retired from the race. Got into it with Ian Montrose, and I assume he had a little bit too much damage to want to continue.
You don't say. Montrose and having contact. That's what you missed last night.
I am legally obligated not to say anything as a team owner.
I'm sure Waddy would tell you all about it.
Waddy likes to talk about a lot of things. No,
Waddy and Forlizzo will fill you in plenty.
Got a pretty good battle going on up the front, 2x2.
Parker and Hayden Lowell as Mav changes the subject. By the way, we're over 10% of the way into the race.
Ooh, that was quick.
It's not bad once you get green flag running in. Colton Zimmer, Mike Edwards battle for 5th back there.
Oh, 1/5 in the way of the stage.
This 4-car battle for the lead's been really entertaining. Almost looks like a mini Daytona with the 2 lines of 2. Tandem drafting.
I do wonder if they've got a bit of a mutual understanding and just keep it clean, get further into the race.
I highly doubt it. We've seen issues with a number of the top 4 here getting together early in the race before, so I would probably say no to that.
You say that, yeah. Bad timing, I say that, as Wesley Parker squeezes them all up high.
Apparently, Hayden going to take the lead on the outside.
Cliff Mullen's just got into the wall a little bit.
He does that.
That's his thing.
Timing screen's a little broken. It wasn't showing the incident points and stuff popping up. Now it's working. Hayden up by the wall. Lucas Hoitzma going to go down to the inside. Try to sniff the lead here. Parker maybe trying to conserve the tires. Falling back to 3rd and under attack there from Warman.
Seeing a more fallen single file, wondering if tire wear is going to start playing up soon. Force these guys to chill out.
Lowell, Hoitzma, Parker, and Warman, your top 4 single file. Colton Zimmer is now in 5th. Mike Edwards 6th. Trent Sneed fans, he's in 7th there. Cody Cleaver had a rough race last night, but here he is in 8th, not starting 3 laps down. I'm sure he's joyed about that. Dustin Franklin in the 9th position, and Zachary Smith's good.
Oh, we got a crash in the back. Dan Robinson. Wreck on the front stretch. And 2 in the infield spinning. I'm surprised they're staying green. That was a 4-car pileup.
Still green because all the cars are off the racing service that are not going in the correct direction.
Yep. As you say that, Swiss. No, they are not.
Scott Elston then goes around.
Dan Robinson Jr. was involved.
Scott Elston late to the party there. Then he'll just coast up to one of the track, hits the brakes, turns around, and probably where the yellow comes out.
Yeah, it was a pretty big wreck. 4 or 5 cars involved. Looks like the 23 turned the 27, and that just tipped everything off from there.
Daniel Llewellyn calls the wreck.
It was a pretty innocent racing incident. I'm just going off what I'm seeing from the blimp up here.
Well, it looks like Robinson comes down on the 23. He said he didn't hear his spotter.
Yeah, that's correct. It was just a miscalculation for me watching from the overhead.
Let's watch it once again. Give it a blimp view here. See all the cars get collected. So here's the contact, 23-27. The 68 gets in the back of him and unfortunately loses the front bumper on the 68. And I think he's already taken a fast repair, so that's going to be rough on the 68 team. And the 85 and 30 light contact down in the grass. I think those cars are largely okay.
A lot of cars coming to the pit right now.
Which we can't see.
Trying to be the all-seeing eye. 27 takes a fast repair.
Top 7 stay out here. Wes Parker will be 8th after the pit stalls. Fuel only for the 22, no tires. Hoytsman, no tires. All these cars just topping off the tanks. Trenton Sneed, Schweiss good. Randy Lee, J.R. Deal, Hayden Lowell. Hayden may have taken tires. 14-second stop. I believe he has taken a set. Let's go and check the Discord and see how many sets they get total tonight. It's usually put up in announcements. But I don't know if they put it in here for us tonight. Nope. So we don't know. Don't know how many tire sets you get.
Maybe it's unlimited.
5 total sets, says Hayden Law. So 4
plus
in the
1
pits.
on the car.
Yep.
Didn't know if you could hear that.
Hear it. It's literally written in chat.
Oh.
This guy.
Oh, Wesley Parker yelled that in the driver's chat. At the same time the chats came in, I suppose, so it's direct.
So cars that have not pit all race. Mike Edwards, Cody Cleaver, Dustin Franklin, Ethan Evers. Top 4. Not been to pit road this race.
Dan Robbins Jr. asking about how many of us have have Swiss's stream up while you race. And the answer is yes, according to Hayden Law.
Mark Dingman in 5th. He's the first car that has been to pit road. He topped off on that lap 8 caution. In Montrose, you see the damage to the 1. He was also down on that lap 8 caution. And Wes Parker came down this time. Just topped off the tank. First car on fresh rubber is going to be the 67, Hayden Lowell. Clapper Newell did not take tires. Warman did. Zimmer did. Beach did not. Mike Chris did not. Travis Martin did not. Dan Robinson did not. Jeremy Sheriff, 15-second stop. Not sure if he took tires or was fixing damage. Unclear since we don't really get to know. They just see the time of the pit. Nick Hammer, 22-second stop. Obviously doing damage repair. Sam Kohlhaas, 15 seconds. Scott Elston, 14.5. That's usually tires. Dalton Hayes fixed some damage. He was involved in that wreck a little bit. See some left front damage on the 47. Cliff Mullins got some right rear damage to the 37. Benke in the 35. He's got some rear damage. Harry Grindell looks pretty clean in the 70. If he's just hanging out in the back trying to let things weed themselves out. Daniel Llewellyn at the initial start of that wreck, he looks brand new and fresh and clean. Maybe he took fast repair. Maybe he just got through it mostly unscathed. Have to look and see on the fast repair list. Newton and Dave Hoytsman already used fast repairs, so that's why Dave bailed out. Looks like Quinn Newton may have bailed as well. The 05 is just sitting on pit road getting repairs. So 30 cars still in the running. Jake Lawrence 1 lap down, everyone else on a lead lap. Pace car is off. We're getting set for the restart. Mike Edwards, your leader, shows in the top. Trying to bring his teammate Ethan Evers with him. They tried to clear Cody Cleaver and Dustin Franklin down low. Cleaver's not quite clear of Cody Cleaver. Contact between the 26 and 2. Just barely made contact on the backstretch there. Coming out of turn number 2 as they battle for second.
A real interesting time watching all these guys with fresh tires trying to pass these guys on these used up tires. Oh, we got one slow in the middle of the pack.
Got three wide going on here. That's terrifying looking.
Glad I'm not one of those race cars today.
Yeah, but you own one of them.
I own more than one of them.
And that 3 wide, though, you owned one of them. You owned the middle one. Oh, contact with Dingman and Swicegood. That's back 9th and 10th. 82 and 24 touching doors there. Trent Sneed trying to make his way back towards the front. Tires on Quentin Warren in the 84. He's going to try to put it 3 wide. It's going to get contact with Montrose there. Yikes. Nice job hanging on to it by Warman.
He was not happy about that move.
I would not be either.
There was some vocal displeasure.
That's why we have the radio chat off tonight with the second person in broadcast booth. If I was by myself, I would have it on. Not clear.
The relay.
Warman riding up by the wall. He's going to dive it down. Trying to use up all those fresh tires that he has. He's looking to go 3 wide to get from 4th to 2nd. He's going to shoot the middle here. Gets right down on the door of the 22. Blasts through the middle. Now he only has 1 car left to get to the lead. That is the 14 of Mike Edwards. Edwards, of course, not been to pit road this entire race, so he's going to be a sitting duck as the 84 Quentin Warman uses up his first set of tires. Oh, the 2 of Cleaver hard into the wall. Coming off turn number 4, Cleaver smacked the wall in that Valvoline Mustang. Now he's on the top of a 3 wide with Hoytsma and the 74 of Franklin. Colton Zimmer together. Oh, Lucas Hoytsma, Cody Cleaver smacking the wall. Swicegood's around. Caution comes out.
Quite the stack up there.
Hoytsma got a pretty good chunk on the right side of that 97.
Apparently there's a racket 4 currently.
Franklin moving up into, it looks like some netcode, shoots him into the outside wall. That collects Cleaver and the 24 of Swicegood. Some netcode from Franklin to the 97 of Hoytsma.
There's quite a lot of bickering going on right now with the drivers.
That's why I don't have it on. I'd prefer not to know that.
JR says, holy poop. Ian had a pretty damn big near miss there. He split the gap between about 3 cars who come watch that, Swiss. Pretty stunning view from his windshield.
Swicegood make it through there. Why am I watching the 84, Mike?
I can tell you in a second. Oh my gosh.
Is no front end?
Yeah, wow. Yeah, that's a vicious crash in the 84.
He hits his own teammate.
Yes, at Mach 30.
05 just come back out on track and they stack up the entire field, and I'm pretty sure we should just get rid of some people.
Got no comment on that situation, Jesus.
That was just completely uncalled for.
Yeah, that was unsportsmanlike, we'll say that.
That's the nicest way to put it. Wasting everyone's time is another way to put it.
Yes, that is also adept.
Just smacks the outside wall, slams on brakes right in front of his teammate.
That's yeah, wow.
Why is it always you, Richie? Tell me that. Becomes hard to
Anyways,
believe
moving
you after
back
a while.
on.
Field makes their way by under yellow.
Looks like we got 3 cars multiple laps down now. Feeling bad for Cody Cleaver right about now. He made a stall from the wreck, but apparently he didn't have his fast repair checked, so when he stopped in the stall, his engine exploded. Now he has 40 minutes required, so he's out of the race in all effectiveness.
Yikes.
That's another car down, DNF. As I presume 40 minutes will be the majority of the remaining race. There is a
Not the way they
potential
reckon.
back up. Yeah, true. He's gonna be 4 laps down.
So Zimmer is your leader. Montrose and that beat up Mustang is second.
Like to point out that Nick Hammer in 3rd place has come from 30th on the grid.
Hey, look at the biggest movers. Nick Hammer plus 28. Ian Montrose plus 21. Quentin Warman minus 28.
Entirety of the top 4 drivers right now have all come from beyond 10th on the grid.
They also all stayed out this caution.
With 3 of them coming beyond the top 20.
And all of them not hitting this caution.
This is a valid point.
Wes Parker is taking his first set of tires. He'll be restarting in the 9th spot. 5th car on the inside line. So that'll be the one to keep an eye on, as you saw the tires last run meeting quite a lot. Also taking tires, Trenton Sneed, J.R. Deal, Randy Lee, Andrew Beach, all taking a set here. Look for those cars to start marching towards the front. Not sure what's going on up front here, but Ian Montrose is way ahead of race leader.
Like he's trying to check it up, it's just not working too well for him.
Colton Zimmer gets a great jump over Ian Montrose there. Montrose, of course, with the damaged race car, going to be kind of in the way, I believe, aerodynamically. Not sound on that John Deere Mustang. There's Nick Hammer moving for 2nd spot.
Apparently we've got an actual fire in someone's car.
I heard that. Montrose trying to get down on the door of the 11, but Nick Hammer going to move on through to 2nd. Now Lucas Hoitzma in the 97. Just trying to take over the 3rd position. Behind that, the field is just chaos.
There sure is cars in positions.
Here comes Wes Parker on those tires. Probably going to take it 3 wide here down the backstretch. Gets the inside of Edwards and Mullins. Wes Parker using up those fresh tires.
One of the reasons I chose him as the winner of this race is he's a smart driver. He knows when to use and when to conserve. He's one of those guys who knows his car.
I'm trying not to laugh.
Why?
Because I've seen him do some really dumb stuff.
No one needs to know.
You said that and I immediately think to when he just crashed himself leading at Bristol.
Okay, to be fair, but remember, I forget who it was. Someone pitted in NASCAR the lap before the race finished. Mark Martin, I think it was.
Yep, at Bristol also.
And I think you could argue he's a pretty smart driver, so...
Nick Hammer just caught our race leader, Colton Zimmer, putting the pressure on. Firehero.org Chevy. Warman is very damaged and off the lead lap, but he's still Not left the session. He's 8 laps down in 30th. Still on pit road. Oh, the leader's blinked out. There he is.
There he
Colton
goes.
Zimmer. Man, that battle back in 10th is just 3 wide and insane, but we got a battle for the lead.
Big wreck back at 10th.
Just
Oh,
funny.
wow, he saved it. Never mind.
Got a car number? You're just going to...
47. 47 was the one who caused the caution, but he was not the one that was in the original wreck that caused the caution.
Oh,
That's
Hayden
an
Lowell.
oxymoron. Yeah.
And then Hayden Netcode launches the 47. Anytime you see a car jump straight up in the air like that, Netcode.
That was,
Travis says his point of view, OMG. As he was staring at Dalton Hayes face first.
Say how you want about iRacing, but it does cause some interesting collisions.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that one came right through your living room, Travis. Right through the living room. That'll get your attention.
That's how you wake up.
So you get a word with Travi Trav. Because why not, right?
The man himself. He's got a menu.
Oh, he's going to the pits. I'm going to let him pit.
Do you want me to drag him in so you can focus on broadcasting after he's done?
Can if you like.
No problem. Is he in it? Oh, of course he's all the way at the bottom. Okay, I'll still get him.
You know you can right click and hit move to broadcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Helpful.
Tips. Alright, we are just waiting on our driver to get out of the pit stalls, and we will have an interview for you folks shortly.
Let's try to take a look at the differing pit strategies. Looks like the top 9 have stayed out here. Trenton Steed, the first one on and off pit road for fuel. First one with tires is going to be Montrose in the 1. He will be 16th. Right.
Moving in Mr. Ghostman right now, so get your questions ready.
Got him.
Travis.
Hello?
Hello.
How you doing?
Hi.
Hi, changing my pants a little bit.
Looked like that one came right through your living room there with the accident happening right before you. Tell me what your thought process was going on there.
Save the car. I've already used my fast repair, so I'm in save the car mode. I'm trying to make it to the end so I at least have something. Because I think I can hang up there, maybe in the top 10, top 5 area, but I'm trying to save the car. That's all I got right now.
10-4. Well, it looked like a lot of fun, to be sure. When is our halfway lap? Is it end of 69, end of 70? I didn't care to count.
End of 70, because 139 and is like 69 and a half.
End of 70. Gotcha.
End of 70. Yes, sir. I'm gonna try to be there, but
Well, sir, we're 42 laps into this one. What are your thoughts so far?
Track seems to be pretty good. You can run the high line, you can run the low line. There's speed in both places, depending on where your tires are. So as long as you can manage those, you'll be pretty good. I was able to stretch that last set out pretty good, but I was also stuck in the back and had a little bit of damage. So take that with a grain of salt. But yeah, Kansas is one of the fan favorites, and it's one of mine too. So it's always a good time.
See, Maverick, I told you.
Hey, it's just because I suck. Let's be honest.
You mean like Bandio and Richmond?
Yeah, it's about that.
10-4. All right. Travi Trav, we'll let you get back down to your team. Appreciate you popping up here for a quick minute, having a chat with us, and telling about your brown pants experience.
Thanks for having me, dude.
Maverick, take your 20 minutes to send him back down.
He's already gone.
Good job.
Hardest part of remembering all these teammates.
True. Freshest tires, as we said, 12th spot. Ian Montrose, that John Deere Mustang, does have the damage. Hayden Lowell also on fresh rubber. So those would be the two to keep the eye on as we get ready to go back racing once again. Colton forgot the fuel was short and had to pit a lap late. Yikes.
Sorry. Hayden just goes, "Oh, Swiss, this rubber ain't fresh."
Wow.
That's why I started dying laughing, because it was right after you said it.
Wow. He had a 14-second stop. I guess he was fixing damage instead of tires there. That's usually the fresh tire indicator.
It was so perfect.
You're not supposed to reuse them. God. We're losing control.
Hey, I quoted word for word. I didn't embellish nothing there. Pace car's in.
Nick Hammer going to lead us to the green flag. Hammer gets us underway. The 11 jumps out to a lead over Wes Parker and JR Deal. A couple Toyotas battle for second. JR Deal, Mr. Johnny Outlaw. And the Ghost number 9. Has quite a dent in the back end of it. Looks like he backed into a telephone pole.
Maybe it'll make him faster. Who knows? More downforce in the corners.
I'd like to say I support your hypothesis, but scientifically it's not sound.
Ain't no one ever said I was a smart man.
Jeremy Clapper Newell up into the top 5. That iRacing White 21. Mike Edwards, Trenton Steed battle side by side. Couple of green machines. Edwards' tires about 9 laps older than Trenton's. Well, actually, that's just the fuel. We don't even know about the tires because both of them took fuel only on their last time. Andrew Beach and Montrose. Montrose able to make that damaged Mustang move towards the front. She's gotten to the inside of Dustin Franklin. Montrose up to the 8th spot. Andrew Beach works on Mike Edwards ahead of them. Oh, was that Mike Chris? Squeezed up and into the outside wall, the 88.
Yes, it is.
Ran out of space coming off turn number 2. I think he was top of 3 wide, and they just all got together.
3 wide again with the 26, 97, and 74.
Ethan Evers dropping through the middle of the field. There's the 09 of Colton Zimmer. Zimmer fuel only, did not take tires. Still making up ground. Clapper Newell side by side with JR Deal as Wes Parker goes around the outside of Nick Hammer to take the lead. Clapper Newell up to 3rd now, getting by JR Deal. Trenton Sneed's now in 5th. Trenton making his presence known. His last stop was fuel only, but he's still progressing forward. Clapper Newell now trying to take over 2nd spot from Nick Hammer. Nick Hammer up and into the outside wall on the 11.
Oh boy.
Hangs
Here we
on to
go.
it, but not what you want to be doing.
Just a little Darlington strike at Kansas.
Hammer now riding up high. Deal goes by, Steed goes by. Here comes Beach.
Ooh, 88 just got hard backed on 74, but they keep it straight.
Now we're going to go 3 wide. Thought Hammer was going to get to the outside of the 9. That would have been really sketchy. There's racing all over this track. So many good battles.
A little further back, the 88 and 74 had a good battle. Then the
We got a
88
lead battle.
back.
Jeremy Clapper Newell inside of the 22 of Wes Parker. Gets the nose of his Camaro out front, but Parker going to battle back on the high side down the straightaway. At the line, Clapper Newell leads that lap. Clapper Newell running low, Parker up by the wall. Parker going to battle back on the outside through 1 and 2 and retake the lead. JR Deal battles Trenton Sneed. That's for 3rd. Couple of heavy fan favorites there. Almost everyone in chat roots for Trenton Sneed or JR Deal that doesn't actually have a race car themselves. The camera gets stuck up behind the 9. As Trenton takes over the 3rd spot. Now you see Beach battling with the 97. Travis Martin in the 63. I believe Martin may be on fresh tires. Nick Hammer's 30 laps on this tank of fuel. Have to wonder when things are going to get desperate for the cars that kind of gambled on more cautions and didn't top off the tank like Nick Hammer. He's the only one that's looking at 30 laps right now. Everyone else is about 20 or less. 20 or 10, 11, somewhere in that range. Lucas Huisma trying to hold off Travis Martin, but I think it's going to be a fruitless effort. Travis, I think, conserving his stuff, but has fresher tires, so taking his time moving up through the traffic.
This long run continues, taking his time like that's going to pay off with some tire degradation savings.
Thank you, Formula One, your tire deg.
I'm Canadian, that's what you got for having me in here.
Parker and Clapper Newell once again battle for the lead.
The 11 smacked the wall pretty good, just back of the main pack.
Now the front pack getting all kinds of racy. Hoyts was going to move up to second. Gets by Clapper Newell.
Oh, 11's in the wall again.
Nick Hammer struggling on that tire. Was leading on the restart, but things not going well right now for the 11 team. Lucas Huisman looking for the lead. Doesn't have it that lap, but it's to the inside of Parker and going for it. Parker all the way up by the wall. Huisman tried to drive it up off the corner in front of him. Was not quite clear. Had to lift a little bit, and Parker going to battle back on the outside. Try it again down in 3 and 4. This time he is clear. Can he get up the track quick enough? He does.
It looks like 22 is coming back at him.
Huisman leads that lap, gets his bonus point. Huisman leads Wes Parker now. Clapper Newell, Travis Martin. Martin up to third now. Seems to be steadily marching his way towards the front. We're 3 wide back behind this. Hayden Knoll, Andrew Beach, Johnny Outlaw, J.R. Deal.
Still 3 wide. Holy crap.
I think J.R. Deal's going to win out on this. Get that run down the backstretch. There he goes. Travis Martin gets by Wes Parker.
Looks like we're going back 3 wide again. Oh, block throw.
Martin going to take over second. Now he's going to try and reel in Lucas Huisman in the next 12 laps. Huisman and Martin on the same strategy. Not sure if Huisman also took tires or not. Have to keep an eye on that gap up front. We'll know. Right now it's out about a half second.
Randy Lee is approaching the top 10. He might be a driver to watch. He's been a pretty big mover this race.
Randy got a new paint scheme this week. He was excited to run some dysautonomia teal on the car. Got the Labor 12 Random Lee down the side, Porsche's Twitch name. Jummer for Labor 12, so you see all these Labor 12 cars, that's why. Awesome rock band out of Lubbock, Texas. Randy riding 12th right now, just behind JRD. Mike Chris hanging on to the back end of the top 10. Martin not making any inroads on Huisman, so I believe Huisman is on tires as well. He had a 30-second pit stop, so hard to tell if it was damage or tires, but I think he's taking tires in the 97.
Huisman did confirm via his team radio that he is on the newer tires out of the entire front group. The newest, I should say.
Understood. So 19 laps on the tires for Hoytsma and Martin. So we're 3 wide with Montrose, Swicegood, Hayden Lowell. Fortunately, Hayden able to get out in front of that 3 wide battle. Trenton Sneed up into the 4 spot around the 21 of Clapper Newell. This battle continues. Swicegood, Montrose, Beach. Does it make you nervous as a team owner watching your car doing 3 wide battles?
No, I'd like to say it does, but as an ex-driver myself, I do know it is just part of the sport, and if you want to get wins like my drivers do, you gotta do what you gotta do. There's a lot of do.
Mountain Dew.
Do to the do. Read your mind.
Randy Lee battles Johnny Outlaw as they try to settle the 11th spot between them. Mike Chris hangs on to the last halfway point at the moment.
Really rooting for Randy there. Not anything against JR. Randy's such a likable dude. You want to see him do well at all times. It's just one of those guys cheer for no matter what.
Yeah, but JR Deal's one of those guys.
Yeah, but Randy makes cool music, so he wins.
Yeah, but JR shows me other cool music.
So does Randy. Hey. Randy managed to source me a Mother's Day gift from my mom, so he is forever, I am indebted.
So you're biased is what you're saying.
No, I'm indebted.
Biased, yes.
I don't know what that word means. No bias here.
Guess they don't have schools in Canada?
Nope. We're exactly like you see us on South Park.
God.
Scribble people.
So your like top part of your head bounces off the bottom part of your head when you talk?
Oh yeah, I wish you could hear it right now. We have to have special microphones to mute the sound of the 2 halves of our head hitting each other. Anyway,
so we're getting a long green flag run. Yeah. Front part of the field's all spread out now. Hoytsma, Martin, Wes Parker. Parker does have Trenton Sneed and Clapper Newell closing in. Could see battle for 3rd here.
This is a typical Kansas run right here. Everyone's spread out, and it's all about the tires.
You'll see comers and goers, different strategies, people having to pit at different times. There'll be a lot going on.
There's a lot going on? Yeah, that's for sure.
Speaking of, Nick Hammer's been on and off pit road. We said he would have to be the first one to pit under green. He has done that 4 laps ago.
Looks like he's sitting a lap down, unfortunately.
Well, it's because he pitted. Now he needs it to stay green.
Yeah, that contact with the wall probably did not help, though.
You cannot pit under green here and not lose a lap.
Sure. I can't argue that. You got a point.
If Hoytsma pit right now, he'd be a lap down.
Looks like Wesley Parker's coming in. Number 3 car.
Damage on the right front of the 97.
Clapper's also coming in from 6th position.
What?
I'm team radio. I'm insidering it. Wesley Parker comes in. Clapper comes in. Looks like we're getting some pitting from the top guys.
Which is surprising, given the stage points are just 2 laps away. These cars could probably go a little bit further.
Wonder if these guys maybe took tires and not fuel for some reason?
That's unlikely.
Oh, he says in voice chat that Clapper is 2 laps short on fuel to make it to the stage.
And those cars were looking at, what, 30?
Roughly. But I assume maybe he, I don't know, maybe he had to burn some fuel to catch up to the pack after breaking for a wreck?
I think Edwards be the other one questionable on fuel. It's 36 laps since he's pitted, and JR Deal 37 laps since he's pitted. But JR out on track, going to try to go for the stage points here. He'll get 1 if he can finish 10th where he is. Wes Parker coming off pit road there.
JR's pitting in.
See if you can get to the line. I think Grindel will get by him, though. Yeah, Grindel's right on his tail, so Grindel's going to take that last spot there in the points. Go ahead and look at our stage trigger. Oh, we're one lap too late. The cars got too far away from the start
Oh,
finish
we
line.
got one missed the pit road on the front stretch. Just went through the infield.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Well, the top 10 looks like it was Travis Martin, Lucas Hoisma, Hayden Lowell, Swicegood, Trenton Sneed, Mike Chris, Andrew Beach, Ian Montrose, Randy Lee, and Harry Grindel for the stage points.
Stage point graphics was not working. I don't know if that's.
I know it didn't work. It's like I said, it was a little too late. That's what I was talking about.
Gotcha. I understand now.
The leader got too far past the start finish line.
Gotcha, 10-4.
So now we should see a flurry of pit stops. Mike Edwards, one of those coming down. Thank you, Waddy, for letting me know the stage point graphics did not work. I appreciate that. I didn't know until you told me.
I'm clearly not the only one who misunderstood.
No, Waddy was being a smart Alec.
Oh.
Pretty much making fun of you.
I am sad now. Oh well.
Travis
God
Martin,
damn it, Waddy.
race leader. Lucas Hoisma rides second. They probably got, I don't know, 6-7 laps before they might think about coming down. The top 17 cars have not been to pit road yet for their pit for this cycle. As I say that, Robinson comes down in the 27 Red Bull Toyota. So now the top 16 yet to make a pit stop this cycle. All the way back to Cliff Mullins in 16. If you talk to Cliff Mullins, by the way, make sure you give him a lot of crap for him being behind Daniel Llewellyn right now.
Yeah, damn it, Cliff. Mike Chris in this lap. And the 67 is pitting as well.
That's third place and sixth place. Here comes Hayden to pit road. You see in the background Mike Chris, Randy Lee also coming down. 8th and 9th, respectively.
Ooh, the 26 Ethan Edwards just shot a 4-wide gap. That's terrifying.
I don't know if I want to go back and look at that. Oh my gosh.
It was in the middle of turn 4, too.
Inside of Cher. Top of Llewellyn. Then the 85's right there. Scott Elston.
It looked like 4 wide from the blood cab.
It looks like race leader and second place, Travis Martin and Lucas Hoisma, hit pit road here. Looks like we also have Swicegood on pit road, Andrew Beach, Ian Montrose all coming down pit road. Busy place, but Trenton Sneed, Harry Grindel stay out. Daniel Llewellyn stays out. Sam Colehouse.
Trenton Sneed leading a lap. Randy's in this time. And Harry Grindel.
Randy's coming back in?
He just set in this time.
He must have got a penalty.
30's pitting this time as well.
There's Trenton, race leader, coming down right behind Randy Lee. So Randy Lee obviously getting a penalty on pit exit. Had to come back down. Unfortunate for the Labor 12 Camaro there. As we watch Trenton Sneed. Entire top 4 all on pit road. Sneed, Grindel, Colehouse, and Llewellyn. Keep an eye on Trenton's service here as Clapper Newell out on track. Going to take over the race lead.
There's a flurry of activity right now.
Been 9 laps since Clapper Newell pit, so he's been out there taking advantage of those fresh tires. He is now your race leader over Wes Parker. Parker 3.4 seconds back from Clapper Newell. Looks like maybe some right side damage to the 22. I know Waddy mentioned he might have been in the wall. Now we have some visual evidence of that. Travis Martin blows by Parker, takes over second spot. Hayden Lowell trying to keep pace in the Napa Ford. He gets by Parker. And the camera there in 5th spot. He's running up high behind Wes Parker. So Lucas Hoisma goes by. So those 3, Martin, Hayden, and Hoisma, are all there together. And Clapper Newell's about 3.5 seconds ahead of him.
Oh, So apparently Wesley Parker did not check tires at his last stop. He only took on fuel.
Yeah, I'm looking at his box numbers. It shows 8-second stop for the 22. He is going to be struggling.
He just radioed his team and informed them that he has forgotten tires. He forgot to check the box.
So the crew did not give tires to the 22 team. That's awkward.
I remember I was saying he was a really smart driver.
You did say that.
Yes.
Clapper Newell's lead down under 3 seconds now. Go on top and look back at the field. You see Sam Kohlhaas actually in 30 is the next car behind him. Behind Kohlhaas is the 47 of Dalton Hayes. And then you see Travis Martin in second. Travis looking back at the battle between Hoytsma and Hayden.
Good battle. Two fast drivers in there.
All of these cars catching Jeremy Clapper Newell as they have about 8 lap fresher tires now.
'22 is suffering on those old tires. He's about 8 miles an hour down on their leaders on average lap time speed.
Yeah, his last lap was a 33.3, and Martin's was a 31.6, so that's nearly 2 full seconds off the pace.
Yeah, he's suffering, man. That's for sure.
He's really hoping for a caution. Yeah, he's gonna try to ride it out, stay on the lead lap as long as he can. Really, his only hope.
He's dropping like a stone, unfortunately.
Martin there as he's closing in on our race leader.
11 gets in the wall again. He is not having a good time up there.
Here comes Travis Martin for the lead as we look back from leader Clapper Newell. Travis Martin closing in like a hungry shark. Look at him. Goes to make the move on the bottom, down in 1. And Travis Martin will flash to the race lead. So Martin ahead of Clapper Newell. Hoytsman now 3rd. He'll make short work of the 21. So Hoytsman also has much fresher tires.
We got 3 wide just behind the lead. The 11, the 22, and the 88.
Leaders working through traffic while trying to pass one another. That's always fascinating. Getting Matt Benke in the 35 falling back a bit. Benke 1 lap down. First car 1 lap down in the lucky dog spot right now in 23rd. Hoytsman makes his way by Clapper Newell. Up into the 2nd spot. Hayden will be the next one to try and get there. Zach Swicegood in 5th right now. Ethan Evers, he's on that strategy with Clapper Newell, so he's going to be falling back a little bit. A little bit older tires at this point compared to the cars around him. Mike Chris, Andrew Beach, Trenton Sneed, Mike Edwards. Edwards also on a bit older tires here. Of course, not as old as Wes Parker.
Wide there at the back with Wes Parker.
Parker trying to hang on to his old tires. There goes Grindell by. There goes the 11 of Nick Hammer by as Parker nearly wrecks getting down the pit road.
He decided he had enough.
Just didn't get the caution he needed, and he was falling back steadily.
I think that's the right choice there from an unfortunate situation.
Martin going by the 30 and 27. Putting a lap on the 22nd place car, the 30 of Kohlhaas.
Oh, Kohlhaas. What a name. That's a pretty cool name.
Can confirm Parker this stop longer than 8 seconds.
That is tires this time. The crew remembered them.
It's actually a rather lengthy stop. He's over 20 seconds now, so.
I did see him get in the wall very lightly. I thought it might have been netcode on my end, but no, he must have actually tapped the wall and was just taking the optionals and taking the hit while he's there.
I think I would do that under green, but it seems like this race is destined to stay green. I say that we'll get a caution, but you know.
That's fair.
Trenton Sneed, Andrew Beach, teammates doing battle. Another pair of teammates behind him. Evers and Edwards. Edwards and Evers both on older tires, so they'll be drifting backwards. Martin's gap sitting at 6/10, 7/10 over Lucas Heusman. Hayden trying to claw his way back up into the lead battle. It's 3/10 behind Heusman. Clapper Newell now 3 seconds back of that battle and fading as Swicegood's catching up to him. Try to get the 4 spot away. His Labor 12 Camaro. And then this battle. Trenton Sneed, Mike Chris, Andrew Beach. Mike Chris has gotten around Beach.
Wesley Parker's a man on a mission. He has passed 3 cars in one corner and not on the same line.
He had a 57-second stop total for Wes Parker, so
that is rough, but
he's now scored 2 laps down and 24th. 4 cars ahead of him off the lead lap, so getting a lucky dog would be a challenge. Although he gets by Nick Hammer, so now 3 cars left ahead of him, but 2 of them are on a completely different lap. Be a tall order for Parker at this point. I think your pick is going to go kaboom.
Hey, I mean, before he made a big brain move, looking good.
Mike Chris, the 88. Andrew Beach, the 71. Thought Chris was going to move on up and challenge Trenton Sneed, but he hasn't gained as much as I thought he might. Swicegood has gotten by Clapper Newell. Newell's now back to the 5th position. It's got about 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds before Trenton gets there. Let's drift back a little further. Harry Grindell up into the 7th spot. It's gotten by those KVRP cars. Mike Edwards down to 10th. Ian Montrose going to take that away. Montrose will eventually get by Edwards here with the fresher tires. But right now, Edwards 10th, Montrose 11th, Evers in 12th. Mark Dingman. Car looks pretty clean other than that back bumper push in. He's currently in the 13th position. JR Deal sits in the 14th position. Ghost Toyota. Dustin Franklin 15th. He's in the 74 car. Dustin about almost 5 seconds behind JR Deal and 7 seconds ahead of Jeremy Scherer. So he's kind of on an island right now. Can be a little lonely sometimes.
Oh, we got 3 wide on the front stretch. Oh no, Hayden decided not to.
Probably smart of Hayden. Jeremy Scherer rides 16th. Daniel Wallen 17th. Cliff Mullins 18th, 1 lap down as the leaders have gotten by them. There you see them ahead of them as Hayden and Lucas battle for 2nd.
Looks like Hayden's got a little bit more long run speed here. He's been catching Lucas for quite a bit. Looks like we're priming for a 3-way battle for the lead. This might get interesting.
Headed that way, it does seem. Top 3 are right there, nose to tail. Hayden holds on to 2nd. Hoytsma holding on to 3rd. Couple of Fords leading a Toyota. Still see that right side damage on the 97. Have to wonder if that's affecting him at a 1.5-mile track. It usually does. Damage on the back you can kind of hide, but on the front, especially the right front, it's really hard to hide that blemish. The aerodynamics, it just gets angry.
Hayden is complaining about the dirty air off of Travis's car by just repeatedly yelling "my air" every lap.
At what point does Hayden decide to run not in Travis's tire tracks?
Well, I mean, it is a safe bet knowing that Travis is a really good driver and picks good lines. That's what I'd do if I was him, but I am not a very good race car driver. That's why I own a team.
What are you trying to say? Oh wait, that checks out.
35 comes in this lap.
Benke. Benke currently in 20th, 1 lap down.
Oh, the 27 is in the wall hard doing a wall
Ghostman
ride.
got up the hill. Hayden Lowell got alongside him through the corner. Ghostman obviously able to use the backstretch to get back out in front, but through the corner, Hayden was there. He's going to drive it down off the hill, going through exit of turn 4. Can he use this short chute? Takes the shortest way around.
Well, 37's in the wall.
Travis leads that lap. Hayden now has his nose out in front. See if he can wrap the bottom, slide up the hill in front, and take over the lead. No, he cannot. Ghostman powers back on the outside. Hayden has to restart that all over again.
Ghostman is one hell of a racer, especially at Kansas. He's a bit of a master of the track, you could say.
One, two, and three all piled up together. Ghostman, Hayden, and Hoytsma. Top two ride on each other's tire tracks. Hoytsma down to the bottom to see what he can find. Hayden going to drive it down off the hill.
These guys are like teasing us with a battle, but then they just don't.
Yeah, they got all there together and then decided to ride nose to tail. Starting to get into that window where you can start to think about making it to the end on fuel.
Yeah, it's certainly going to be an interesting call of strategies here.
Who's going to try the short pit and get out front? Who's going to go the long way and have the best tires at the end? It's going to be quite the strategy game here. I think that's why we're not seeing the battling. I think they know they still have that one more pit stop, and it's something they need to keep in mind. Who's going to try and short pit? Honestly, Lucas at this point would have the best situation because he can decide when he wants to pit, and the other two won't have a reaction time to it.
As much as we'd love to see a battle right now for those drivers, it does not make much sense at all.
See him catching the 15 of Cher. Cher is in 15th. Last car on the lead lap.
15 cars in the lead lap. That's Kansas for you.
About to be 14.
21 of Clapper's coming in from 6th position. Looks like he's trying to short pit.
Yeah, he's been one of those cars that was on that short pit strategy. The 74 Franklin blasts through here. He pit 2 laps ago. You see what fresh tires look like.
He's not waiting for anyone.
It's like Cody Cleaver 6 laps ago got a pit stop, so he's pushing up into this lead battle. Lucas has settled back a little bit as these lap cars have come through, so he's the last car in that 5-car train.
That 24 Slice Good's been pretty fast. He's been catching them like a man possessed.
He's still 4 seconds back.
He was much further back previously. Nine's pitting in this lap. 12th position. Trenton's pooping his pants, apparently.
Drink, you got it. You did mean to yell it. You did. Hayden keeps looking around inside outside the Ghostman. I guess he's just trying to get clean air on the nose. It's Daniel Wallen just ahead of him. Watley currently 12th, last car on lead lap. He's about to go the lap down here. Now we'll probably see him come to pit road in short order. I think he was just trying to stay on the lead lap. Now that he hasn't, might as well go ahead and swing for the fences. Hayden peels off the track, comes to pit road, first of our top 3. this could be the strategy that wins the race. We'll have to see how it all shakes out. But Hayden, the first one of the top 3 to hit pit road. We'll have to go 34 laps. Which I do
Very
believe
doable.
is doable, yeah.
Hayden's yelling "no what" over the radio. Look, Travis Martin's pitting this time.
Yeah, he can't afford, neither can Lucas, to have too many laps go by.
Hayden Lull has been assessed a 40-second penalty for speeding on pit road.
Yikes. Travis Martin safely on to pit road. Lucas Hoytsma stays on track. Surprise there.
Oh, apologies on the penalty. It's not speeding, it's unsafe pit entry.
Unsafe
hit the
pit
cone on
entry.
He hit the cone on the entry. He dived down a little too late.
Hayden Lull doing Hayden Lull things. This is the old Hayden that used to always get a pit penalty.
Back to his old ways.
Mike Chris on pit road. Mark Dingman has joined him in the 82.
Ian Monroe's coming in.
Top 6, top 7 have not been to pit road yet on their second cycle as Swicegood brings the 24 to pit road.
Lucas is pitting in this lap.
Hoytsma on the backstretch right now. Where it'll be interesting is to see Martin in relation to Hoytsma. I believe Martin's going to have the advantage with the couple laps he got there to run on the new tires. But will Hoytsma be able to run him back down?
I don't know. Whenever you ask that about Lucas, the safe answer is always yes.
I just feel like he's going to battle uphill here. But if the caution comes out, he'll have the fresher tires, so...
It is Lucas. He is known to be that guy. He is the guy who will do that.
Either one of Montrose heading down off pit road.
Trent Sneed's pitting in this lap.
Trenton's taking over the race lead.
70's also coming in this lap.
I would
As
be
is Randy
shocked
Lee.
if the 71 doesn't come as well.
71's pitting.
There you go. Teammates 1, 2, and 3 all pitting. Alright, here's Hoytsma coming off pit road. There's Travis Martin. He's going to flash by and we'll see how big Martin's lead grows over Hoytsma. Ethan Evers currently in between them. But Evers on a different strategy. I don't think Evers is going to have to pit one more time.
Daniel Llewellyn. Just interesting.
So Martin's lead over Hoytsma is 2.4 and dropping.
Yeah, I mean, if there's anyone who can run someone down like a crazy man, it's Lucas. He's one quick guy over a short run. He ain't half bad in the long run either.
It's got a run down over a 2-second lead and get by the second place car of Evers. That should be easy as Evers has the 15 lap older tires here.
As you say that, he's approaching rapidly. Cue the Jaws theme.
Now Hoytsma to set off after Travis Martin. Let's see if we can see Travis. All those cars are dark. I can't tell which one's which. That is Travis right in front of him. That's purple. That is the Ghost Man. So that's what our 2-second gap looks like right now.
Hayden Wall one lap down. Interesting. So that penalty dang.
Yeah, he was in the pits for 54 seconds. So 40-second hold and a lap's 31 seconds. You're definitely going a lap down plus.
That's rough for our former leader.
Finds himself 14th, 1 lap down.
Just needs to get by that 37 car, so in the event of caution, he's a lucky dog. And
He's 5.5 seconds behind that car and losing ground.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
That's Cliff Mullins in there, up on the high side.
Lester Parker has requested that the field wrecks.
When you look back from Travis Martin, you see the white and red Labor 12 Toyota. It's gotten that 2.5 second gap down to 1.1. think
Told you.
Lucas is pushing really hard to try and get in the draft, and then I think he'll try to settle in for a bit, cool the tires, and then I think we'll see him go for the run.
Told you, if there's anyone who can hunt someone down, it's Lucas. I've been in that position. That man is terrifying when he's behind you.
Yeah, he's using up his stuff pretty hard right now. But he had to catch him first, and then he can settle, try to save the tires. See what he has.
If there's anyone I trust with that judgment call is Lucas.
"26 laps to go from Kansas."
Looks like Lucas has either burned his stuff up or he's settling in a little. That gap isn't closing anymore. It's just sitting right around 9 tenths.
As it drops to 7.
I spoke too soon.
Lucas just wants to be a little bit closer. I think he'll get to that half second, and then he'll ride it in. Can't ride too much. There's only 25 left, but I think he does need to cool his stuff down a bit.
I mean, there is the possibility that he just has some wizard magic and just drives away.
Is that Dalton Hayes pushing the issue there? See Lucas ever so slightly closing in.
Lucas says on the radio he is not moving off the bottom. If Dalton wants to pass, he'll have to do it on the top.
Dalton Hayes is 4 laps down, harassing our second place car.
Lucas has broken that magic half-second barrier. He's right up behind Ghostman now. Closing quick. I would agree, Waddy, but that's not what I heard over the radio. They are racing for the position, interestingly. Looks like Ghostman got the wall.
Definitely a little bit of a wobble out of the
Oh,
63.
and Lucas goes by.
Yeah, the 63 had a big bobble coming off the corner. Really broke his momentum.
Uncharacteristic choke from the Ghostman there. Looks like we got a battle on our hands.
Ghostman up high. Let's go back and take a look while they run down the backstretch. I think Martin's going to get a good run there. Let's see that bobble that 63 has right now.
Very interesting. Wonder if he got sucked in by the wall a little.
I was going to go back and look, but he's still fighting.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Make it
miss.
too easy.
I don't want to miss out.
Yeah, they are. They're fighting pretty hard.
Corey Deal, did he hit the wall? Do you know?
Yeah, he did. I watched it happen. He hit damn hard.
I see a little right rear damage on that 63.
You can actually look at the wall in one of the corners. Don't know which one it is off the top of my head, but there's a mark where he hit it.
Martin's still fighting back in that 63. Dalton Hayes, 4 lap down the car, getting in the middle of it.
Gotta respect the chaos.
Still
Looks like
side by
Corey's-
side for the lead with 20 to go.
Looks like Corey spoke a little too soon.
May not be as effed of a race as Corey thinks.
Wonder if Lucas used his stuff too much catching up to him.
I mean, we know he had to push pretty hard to catch up.
I don't know, but if I'm Zachary Swicegood, I'm damn happy this is happening because these two wreck. Well, who's next?
So ways back, that's crazy. 5-second lead over Swicegood, who has 6 seconds over Grindel.
Takes one hard hit on the wall for both of them, and that's nothing.
Clapper Newell hits pit road. Ethan Evers has also been on and off pit road. We knew he couldn't make it. He's in 14th now, 1 lap down. Goes by the pitting car of Clapper Newell up to 13th. Continue to watch this race lead.
Only 9 cars on the lead lap. That is crazy. That shows you just how talented these 2 drivers in the front are.
That, the green flag, long green flag run, and pit stop mistakes. There's a lot of things factor into that, but yeah. Certainly quite the show. Hayden Lowell and Mark Dingman both got pit penalties.
Travis in the wall again.
Weissman staying patient down there on the bottom.
Just letting Travis do what he wants, basically. Lucas knows the bottom's the faster line on pure pace, it looks like. Can't speak to tire wear, of course, but pure lap time. I think Travis knows it now, too.
Cliff Mullins hates a mile and a half.
You know, at least someone agrees with me.
It's okay to be wrong.
Bristol, best track.
Maybe in the 90s. This highline crap of Bristol is not fun.
Bristol dirt, best track.
Definitely not. Rather run highline Bristol than that.
Purely to be a contrarian.
Yep. Also
Looks
known
like
as a pain in the ass.
Yeah, but you knew that about me. Looks like Travis Martin's fallen way back. I think that hard wall hit really might have done him in a pretty good.
Swice third. Here's Grindell fourth. Trenton Sneed, his teammate there, in fifth. Andrew Beach was with them when he pitted, but he's a little bit further back, 4 seconds back of those 2. Mike Chris in between him in 6th. Mike Edwards finds himself in 8th. Ian Montrose is 9th, and Hayden Lowell, even with the penalty, is currently 10th. Hayden's in the wall. Hayden Lowell hitting the wall, and here comes 23 of Daniel Llewellyn. Daniel Llewellyn's going to pass Hayden Lowell for position on track. Did you ever think that sentence would be uttered?
That is certainly something, Swiss.
Daniel Llewellyn up into the top 10 with that move.
That's also certain something, Swiss.
Drink. You got it, Beta. 13 to go.
That Beta guy came into my chat the other day and almost caused me to drown myself. Oh, the 35's in the wall hard. Oh, he kept it straight. He was sideways. He was on like a 45-degree angle to the wall. I have no idea how he saved that.
Coming off pit road there. Swice good. All alone in third. Grindell is catching him a little bit, but Harry's in his own battle. So he has the 81 of Trenton Sneed on him and the 2 lap cars of Llewellyn and Lowell. This is where the spice is right now. Grindell up the track. Trenton digging down low. Trenton looking for that 4th spot. Go time for Travis. We'll see if that gap starts coming down then. 11 laps to go from Kansas.
Yeah, it makes you wonder, are we going to see maybe just the top 5 on the lead lap even? Because we're still pulling a gap to everyone behind.
Montrose, he's nearly 10 seconds ahead of the leader, so it'll be pretty tall order for the leader to catch him.
It is, yeah, that's a good point actually.
Travis, go time is not effective as he is now 1.2 back. Go time was at 8/10 back, so going the wrong way. Hoytsma just hoping for no caution at this point. There is Martin on the backstretch. Schweisgood just now getting to the backstretch. That's how big the gap is to third. And there's Harry Grindell and Trenton Sneed battling for fourth. We'll keep it here. Closest battle on track. Aside from Llewellyn and Lull.
Beta, Jesus Christ.
He says these things.
I just looked over and holy shit.
Yeah. I just try to remember I'm doing a broadcast that's recorded for YouTube and not to mention it.
Oh, right, yeah. Forgot about that YouTube thing.
Hi, YouTube.
Trenton's getting a strong run here. He's going to peek to the inside of his teammate. Got a great run off of turn 2. Trenton's going to have the spot. Great move by Trenton there to take away fourth from Harry Grindell. Those two on equal strategy. Remember when I said Ethan Evers had to do an extra pit stop? Driving like a man possessed and just took away 10th.
He's on the move.
He
But
is.
it might be too late.
He's got 10 lap fresher tires. I don't think he'll even get back on the lead lap, but man, he's driving the wheels off that thing.
You know, if we do get a late caution, though, he is in lucky dog position.
That he is.
And you got fresh tires in the top 10.
Well, I think everyone still has tires, so everybody would come down for tires.
That is true. But, say we get in caution in the next 2 laps, he's only on, like, what, 5-6 lap old tires? That's not that big of a...
Travis would be iffy on fuel if we got a green white checker. I think he's good to the race distance finish, but it's real close. He's on
We got one in
28
the
right
infield.
now. That's Franklin. Stay green so he doesn't hit anything.
Sorry to cut you off there, Swiss.
Let's go back and see Franklin take his journey. Looks like he gets off turn 4 a little too hard. Gets to the outside wall. Real NASCAR would have thrown a caution for that, but we're sim racers. We don't do that.
Yeah, we're real men. Lucas is just opening that gap.
You
up.
hear the
That is
car.
astonishing.
Ghostman's shutting the car off. He's definitely trying to make it on fuel. Lucas Hoytsma has 2 laps advantage on the fuel over Ghostman, so could be why Lucas is not saving, and you see Travis trying to make it to the finish. Listen to this car in the corner. He shuts it off on corner entry. Turns it back on mid-corner.
That's one way to do it.
Don't look now, but Trenton Sneed's closing in on Zach Swicegood. That gap now under a second. You get to 3 laps to go. That yellow car is the one that Trenton's aiming for. Got Benke in between. Hoytsma's stretching it out. He's in lap traffic here.
Hoytsman's just keeping it clean and keeping it smart, really. He doesn't have to do much.
Gets to the stripe to be 2 to go. Travis Martin doing everything he can to make it on fuel. There's Swicegood. I think he may be thinking of fuel as well, as he's drifted back to Trenton Sneed. Trenton's the best of anyone in the top 5 on fuel. You see Trenton. I think Swice definitely backed off to fall back to Trenton and manage his gap. But now that Trenton is there, he's trying to hang on to the spot. Hoytsma through 1 and 2 for the final time. Onto the backstretch. White flag in the air. Looks like he's in cruise controls. He drops it down low in 3 and 4. Team switch from Chevy to Toyota this week. Seems to be no issues at all. Comes off turn number 4. Lucas Hoytsma going to get the victory here at Kansas Speedway.
There
Travis
we go.
Martin, does he have the fuel? He is out. I think Martin is out of fuel. Here comes Swicegood. Who's going to get there? Martin. Martin gets second. Swice third. Trenton Sneed fourth. Harry Grindell fifth. Andrew Beach comes across for 6th. Mike Chris 7th. Mike Edwards going to pick up 8th. Here comes Ian Montrose. Last car in the lead lap finishes 9th. And Ethan Evers 1 lap down in 10th. Travis ran out of fuel but still held on to 2nd. That was so close. The gap was .032 when they crossed the line between Martin and Swicegood. That's crazy. Wow, what a race. Fuel mileage, tire strategy, everything.
That race did have a bit of everything.
Hoytsman has enough to do the burnout.
Guess you got to snap that luck, Swiss?
Right?
Called it.
I think maybe that's why he switched from Chevy to Toyota. Change things up.
I think we all just know Toyota's superior. Let's be honest here.
As your team doesn't run them.
That was a decision of the drivers in which I did not have involvement.
You're the owner.
Hey, I run Toyota personally.
Perfect. Except your cars that I painted for you, they're Chevys. Yeah, about that.
Shit.
We could get Swice, Martin, and Hoytsman to the interview room, please, and thank you. Just because it's Lucas, we're going to do things a little different tonight. Just because it's Lucas, we're gonna do things just a little bit different. Mr. Lucas, DG, and that guy Maverick in the booth. You got a copy?
Oh, hey, surprise! Hello.
Yeah, surprise. We heard that you like to have the winner go first, and since you won, I thought it'd be fitting to have you go first.
All right.
Yeah, surprise. First of
Oh,
all,
I'm very surprised.
let's get the elephant out of the room. The switch from Camaros to Supras here this week. What's the deal with that?
Well, I'm glad I did. I think I got some good luck with it. No, I love the way the Supras look, and I want to try something different. I run Chevy in all the other series, so I figured I'd try it out, and I think I'm going to be running it the rest of the season because first race I got to win with it.
Perfect. Well, there you go. Getting that Labor 12 Toyota to victory lane tonight. You got those friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs for us tonight.
Oh, same deal as before. Labor 12. I got EXT Racing for the Xfinity series. Good time. And, I just want to shout out you and Maverick. Maverick, it's good to see you doing the broadcast. That's awesome.
Thanks,
and, yeah, shout out to, Travis. He raced awesome. It was so much fun to race against him tonight and putting on the series. It's been a great time so far. So, shout out to him, too.
Did you know Travis was light on the fuel, or what did you know
Well,
coming down to the end of that?
I figured since I had to save a little bit and he pit 2 laps before me and was running the top, he would really have to save there at the end. I figured he was just trying to keep the lead and hoping a yellow would come out, and he was really pushing it. So I wasn't too worried about it, but you never know.
And then he ran out coming out of 4 and just barely beat Swicegood to the line by .032.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
Zach was really running him down, but...
Yeah, it's because Travis was saving hard.
Yeah, wow, that's awesome.
Yep, really cool finish. Congrats on the victory tonight. Maverick, you got anything for him?
No, awesome race, bud. You finally snapped that streak of bad luck. Does that make you feel better about your upcoming races?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this series is always a good time, so I'm definitely hoping I can get another one.
Alrighty.
Winning fixes everything.
All
right, Lucas.
See you guys.
Congrats. Now we're going to bring in Travis Martin. Travis, DG, you got a copy?
Hello.
Hello. Well, that was certainly an adventurous race. How hard were you saving at the end right there?
I was clutching in every corner and half throttle on all straights.
My gosh. Yeah, we noticed you was starting to fall back, and then by the end of it there, I think you were completely out coming off of 4, weren't you?
Yeah, I started sputtering in the middle of 3, and I had to start clutching it in 4. And I was basically clutched the whole way down, and you see how tight it was Zach.
.032 at the line. That was very close between the two of you. Congrats on the second place finish and the awesome, well-run series that everyone has so much fun with. You got those friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs for us tonight.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, I got to shout out my 10 Tenths boys. Thanks for all the support, love. They were helping me with the fuel calculations, so shout out to them. And of course, Sim Rap Market for this awesome scheme. Love it to death. And of course, you and Mr. Maverick up here in the booth. I appreciate you guys. helping broadcast this and get it out to the world and all those lovely faces out there watching.
Beautiful. Thank you for everything that you do
Thanks,
for
dude.
us. And congrats on the second place finish, and we'll see you in the next one.
Thanks, guys.
All right, let's go get Mr. Swicegood. Zach, DG, and Maverick in the booth. You got a copy?
I got a copy.
Well, sir, you were so close on capitalizing on Travis Martin's fuel situation and getting that second place, but still getting in on the podium tonight and getting the interviews. How does it feel to have such a strong run here tonight?
That was the most fun I've had in a very, very long time. I love this track. You bottom feed, it pays off in the long run. I saw Travis slow coming out of 4. I was like, there's no way he's out of gas. Because I knew I was saving, but I couldn't save too much because Trenton was right behind me. So I got to go down. And I think I crossed the line with 0.2 gallons left, so it was close.
Hang on. 2 gallons, 0.2 gallons and 0.032 the gap between you and Travis Martin. And what do you think you could have done different to get a better run off the corner and get him?
I think I could have pushed a little harder the previous lap and have been fine. Because since I did have a little bit left, but I was too scared. A podium's nice for me, and as they say in F1, I heard in my head, push, 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 push.
Perfect. Too much of the what is that Formula One Netflix show that you've been watching?
Oh,
Sounds
Drive to Survive. I actually watched all 5 seasons last week, so I'm a fan now.
like... Perfect. Yeah, it's I've been pretty sick lately, and I've been catching up on it too. So I'm up through the end of second season. So I'll
Yes.
get there with you shortly.
Great show. Hope you feel better, buddy. Shout out to Labor 12, CDC Racing Network, Low Drag, you, Sidewinder, DG Swiss's network. Appreciate all of you, and try to talk to you again tomorrow night. We'll see.
Hey, sounds good to me. All right, appreciate you. I didn't even have to ask for the shout out. You just gave him. I love
Hey.
it. Perfect. Well, you're a seasoned veteran on the interviews. I like it.
2 in a row, so let's keep it rolling.
There you go. All right, bud. Congrats on the strong run tonight, and we will see you in our next race tomorrow night.
Yes, sir. Thanks again.
Zach Swicegood, he's got to get out of here and go do the modified race. Modified starting here pretty soon, so if you want to go check that out, it's get over to our Discord and get the link that Lucas will put in, and you guys can go watch the end of the triple headers tonight over in the modified race. Here comes the link. I promise I am typing and talking at the same time, and it's going mostly okay. There you go. All right, Mav, what'd you think of that race? Final thoughts before we head on out?
It's really good. Surprisingly good finish there. The fuel strategy with Travis, you could tell almost by his driving how stressed he was there. But he did manage to keep it cool and still brought home a really good second place. Lucas snapping that streak of bad luck, getting back to the positions we know and love him at. He's always been a winner, and I suspect he will be for a long time. And yeah, that's about it.
Beautiful. Let's take a look at our final results then. Lucas Hoytsma getting the victory, obviously. Travis Martin, Swicegood, your podium finishes. Trenton Sneed, Harry Grindell picking up the final 2 spots of the top 5. Andrew Beach, Mike Chris, Mike Edwards, Ian Montrose, Ethan Evers both all getting into the top 10. And look at there, you got a car in the top 10, and I had 2 cars in the top 10. Maverick has no thoughts on that.
Oh, sorry. Brain wasn't working. Yeah, it's great to see.
Yeah, you got it in the middle of a DG Racing sandwich there. We got
Yeah.
Wallen 11th, Hayden Law 12th, Clapper Newell, Cher, J.R. Deal, Dustin Franklin, Mark Dingman, Sam Kohlhaas, Wes Parker, and Scott Elston, the top 20. Parker has to be frustrated, as does Hayden Lowell, after both having really strong cars, no finishes to show for it after a pit penalty. And I think Wes was smacking the wall a couple times and then got a pit penalty as well. So
Correct.
Tough break for both those cars. Next page here, we got Matt Benke, Randy Lee, Dalton Hayes, Dan Robinson Jr., Cliff Mullins, a lot of these cars retiring from the event. Nick Hammer, Cody Cleaver, Colton Zimmer, Jake Lawrence, Quentin Warman, all falling out of the event early on. And then we still have 5 more drivers, Richard Sprague Jr., Quinn Newton, Dave Hoytsma, Thomas Lloyd, and Jeff Price. 35 cars in this one tonight. Too bad the final page just never shows for us, so we didn't even bother trying. For Maverick Torquia, this has been DG Swiss up in the booth for the DG Racing Network. Hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. Thank you so much for being a part of it. We have to say thanks to our friends at Fort Worth Screen Printing at fwscreen.com. Head on over there, check out their awesome merchandise and how they do their screen printing products for your screen printing needs. fwscreen.com. They help put on our broadcast, so we help appreciate them. Thank you guys once again for being here tonight. Once again, we have the link in chat if you want to head on over to the modified race. It's being broadcast by Lucas Hoisma and the CTC folks over on the YouTube, so head on over there. Can't raid them, sadly, but you can get on over there and check that out. Have a blast. We'll be raiding someone in the community here in a moment, but thank you so much for being here tonight, and we'll see you in our next raid.